So we're going to call the meeting to order. If everyone can please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. We're here for a very exciting beginning. We're going to start with our Teacher of the Year, Dr. Lons.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to turn over to Dr. Hamka.
Now, want us to move over there?
He's going to do a little song and dance.
We're all going to get up.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ali Hamka. I'm the Assistant Superintendent of Human Resource, and it is a pleasure to welcome you to the 2026 Walled Lake Consolidated Schools Teacher of the Year celebration. Tonight we'll have an opportunity to celebrate the unique talents and contributions our teachers bring to the classroom every single day. This prestigious award is truly a wonderful way to honor our exemplary educators across the district. Here is an overview of the rigorous process that we use to determine our Teacher of the Year. A teacher is initially nominated by a colleague, student, parent, or administrator. Each school pairs with another school in the district, which selects the Teacher of the Year for its partner school through an anonymous review. The 19 finalists, one from each school, then advances to the second round. In the second round, a committee of past Teachers of the Year, a board member, and administrators select 6 of the 19 as finalists with their applications and recommendation letters. Then 6 finalists advance to the final round, submit an essay titled Why I Teach, and participate in an interview with the selection committee. Based on these, the committee selects 3 finalists, one from each level, elementary, middle, and high school. Our 3 district finalists will then go on as applicants for the Oakland County Teacher of the Year Award. All honorees this evening are extraordinary teachers who support every child every day. It is now my honor to recognize the Walled Lake Schools Teachers of the Year. For each teacher, I will share quotes from their letters of support. We will start with Walled Lake Early Childhood Center and the elementary level. So when I call your name, just before you guys come up, when I call your name, please come forward, stand next to the podium. About right here. Right here. Oh, there you go. I didn't see you guys coming. Podium. You'll have an opportunity to accept a certificate from Dr. Lons and the Board of Education. You can take a photo and proceed to accept a token of appreciation from Mrs. Gerwin from the Foundation for Excellence. You can then return to your seat. So if I can have early childhood teacher over here, and then elementary in alphabetical order all the way down this wall, that would be great. I'm sorry, guys, you're going to have to move. So ECC first, then everybody else in alphabetical order. By building. To be clear, alphabetical order by building, please. Alphabetical order by building, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to begin. If you can please get in order. Thank you. Ready? You ready to go? All right. Early Childhood Center, Mrs. Heather Travis. If you can come right this way, please. Heather Travis is celebrated as an outstanding educator who leads with compassion and creates a welcoming classroom where every student feels valued. She is deeply committed to supporting individual student goals, helping learners build confidence and pursue their passions. Beyond her teaching duties, Heather collaborates across programs and schools, strengthening the broader community and fostering inclusive opportunities for students. Heather was instrumental in establishing a blended preschool program in Walled Lake, ensuring equity and excellence in education, in early education. Her dedication extends to building strong relationships with students, families, colleagues, and inspiring others through her warmth and vision. Heather's advocacy and Heather's advocacy and innovative spirit makes her a deserving candidate for this award, embodying the true essence of teaching and integrity and passion. Mrs. Heather Travis, congratulations. Commerce Elementary, Mona Bassard. Yes, you can go. Mona Broussard is the kind of teacher students will never forget, creating a classroom where every child feels seen, valued, and cared for every day. Her joy and enthusiasm are felt the moment you walk into her classroom, and her ability to meet each child's academic, social, and emotional needs helps students reach their fullest potential. The deep relationships she builds with students, truly knowing their strengths, challenges, and interests, create an environment where they feel safe to take risks. Mona's partnership with families further strengthens these connections, ensuring students feel supported both at home and at school. What truly sets her apart is her commitment to doing whatever is best for kids. She embodies the very best of what we hope for in education. It is an honor to recognize her as a nominee for Teacher of the Year. Mrs. Mona Broussard, congratulations. Dublin Elementary, Lorna Brooks. Lorna Brooks' classroom is a place of excitement and discovery. Each week, her students learn new songs, explore nature, and engage in hands-on learning that spark curiosity. Whether students are identifying letters, practicing phonemic awareness, or exploring number sense, her teaching makes learning fun and memorable. One former student, now in high school, fondly recalls, "She always had a smile, and I can still remember the songs we sang." Lorna's bubbly personality radiates throughout the school, bringing joy and positivity to students and staff alike. She collaborates closely with her colleagues, sharing ideas and resources, and is an inspiration that enriched the entire school community. Mrs. Lorna Brooks, congratulations. Glengarry Elementary, Elizabeth Cowgill. Elizabeth consistently goes above and beyond to create classroom environments where each student feels valued, supported, and challenged. She incorporates innovative teaching methods, integrates technology effectively, and adapts lessons to meet the diverse needs of learners. Through her passion for teaching and commitment to excellence, Elizabeth inspires a love of learning that extends far beyond the classroom. She truly embodies what it means to be an educator who changes lives. Mrs. Elizabeth Cowgill, congratulations. Guest Elementary, Melanie McFadden. All right. Melanie McFadden is an exceptional educator whose dedication extends well beyond the classroom. She consistently ensures that her students are supported academically, socially, and emotionally, fostering an environment rooted in family, kindness, and strong character. Ms. McFadden demonstrates an unwavering commitment to the success of every child, going above and beyond to meet individual needs. Parents hold her in high regard, confident that their children are receiving outstanding care and instruction from a veteran teacher who exemplifies excellence in her craft. Mrs. Melanie McFadden. Hickory Woods Elementary, Denise Zeiss. Denise Zeiss spends time preparing engaging projects and lessons that reflect her belief that every child is an artist. Her passion for art is contagious. Students often share that they want to become artists when they grow up, a testament to her ability to spark creativity and confidence in each child. She understands that all children, whether in special education or general education classes, deserve access to rich, meaningful art experiences. Because of her intentional professional growth, she has created an art room where every child feels valued, seen, and capable of success. Creativity and kindness are at the heart of all that Mrs. Zeiss does. Her kindness extends to both students and staff. She is always ready to lend a hand, offer encouragement, and model empathy in every interaction. Congratulations to Mrs. Denise Zeiss. Keith Elementary School, Melissa Hill. Melissa Hill is an extraordinary special education teacher whose dedication, creativity, and unwavering belief in her students make her truly deserving of Teacher of the Year. Melissa consistently goes above and beyond, whether sharing her lunch with a student who refuses to eat, implementing thoughtful regulation strategies, or finding innovative solutions to help ease transitions. Her relentlessness in seeking what works, combined with her optimism and refusal to give up, allows all of her students to build confidence, independence, and a sense of belonging. Families and colleagues admire her strong communication, collaboration, and natural leadership, which help create a cohesive, student-centered learning environment. Every day, her warmth and professionalism transform lives and strengthen our school community. Melissa embodies the very best of our profession and shines as a remarkable educator. Ms. Melissa Hill. Loon Lake Elementary, Kelly Gourlay. Did I say it right? Mrs. Rose, principal at Loon Lake Elementary, writes, "It is with great pride and admiration that I nominate Mrs. Kelly Gourlay for the Teacher of the Year. Over the past 2 years, I have had the privilege of working closely with Kelly and witnessing her that we hold dear at Loon Lake. Her dedication to her students, her leadership among staff, and her continuous pursuit of excellence make her an ideal candidate for Teacher of the Year. Mrs. Kelly Gourlay, congratulations." Meadowbrook Elementary, Carrie Estabrook. Few educators leave a mark as profound and lasting as Carrie Estabrook. As a master teacher and leader in literacy instruction, she exemplifies the very best of what it means to teach, inspire, and lead. Watching Carrie teach is nothing short of magical, with lessons that blend precision, passion, and artistry. Every transition, question, and teachable moment unfolds with purpose, grace, and her signature warmth. For her first graders, learning is an unforgettable experience. She is considered a leader among her peers and continually pursues training both inside and outside the district to bring the most current, research-based instructional strategies to her students. Her deep care for students and families result in her lasting relationships, often drawing former students back just to visit her. She creates a healthy, whimsical, and instructionally rich environment for her learners. This year marks the second time Carrie has earned this honor, first in 2016, and Meadowbrook Elementary is proud to recognize Mrs. Carrie Esterbrook once again as the 2026 Teacher of the Year. Congratulations. Oakley Park Elementary, Sherry Holbrook. Sherry has consistently demonstrated a deep dedication to meeting the diverse social, emotional, and academic needs of her students. She takes great care in noticing and responding to the emotional and social needs of her students, ensuring they feel supported in every aspect of their learning. Sherry cultivates students' love by creating an environment and a friendly classroom environment where students feel comfortable exploring, asking questions, and taking academic risks. Sherry is also deeply committed to academic excellence and collaboration. She has shown great willingness to try different forms of small group instruction and to engage in cross-grade level planning. Sherry prioritizes creating a safe and supportive learning environment where students feel both valued and respected. A parent nomination shared, "My daughter felt noticed, appreciated, and encouraged." Sherry is truly deserving of this honor. Congratulations to Mrs. Sherry Holbrook. Pleasant Lake Elementary, Angela Smith. Angie embodies the true spirit of educational excellence and brings a sunshine presence to Pleasant Lake Elementary each and every day. Her warmth, positivity, and unwavering dedication to her students and colleagues make her an exceptional educator who consistently goes above and beyond year after year. Angie demonstrates a deep and genuine passion for students, families, and best instructional practices. Her classroom is a place where all students are valued, challenged, and supported to achieve at high levels. She believes each child can learn and grow, and her instruction reflects both expertise and compassion. Year after year, former students return to visit Angie, sharing fond memories of their time in her classroom and expressing the lasting impact she has on their lives. Congratulations to Mrs. Angela Smith. He follows directions, that's great. Walled Lake Elementary, Mr. Matthew Reed. If you walk by Matt's classroom on any given day, you'll notice something special. There's a quiet hum of engagement with students leaning in, sharing ideas, and asking thoughtful questions. Matt has a unique gift for blending humor and warmth with high expectations. He is especially gifted at inspiring a love of reading. Even the most reluctant readers leave his classroom excited about reading and proud of their growth. From the mouths of the students, Mr. Reed is funny, he makes learning fun, he pushes us to do our best, and he makes it so you can ask questions without being scared. Matt Reed exemplifies the very best of what it means to be an educator, one who leads with both heart and skill. Congratulations, Mr. Matthew Reed. Wixom Elementary School. Wixom Elementary School, Jennifer Sadaway. Mrs. Sadaway is a highly respected and dedicated educator who brings passion and professionalism and a heart to her workday every day. She builds strong relationships with her students and creates a calm, nurturing classroom environment where all learners feel valued. Mrs. Sadaway continually seeks to grow in her practice and implements best instructional practices to support student success. Her impact extends far beyond academics, positively influencing our entire school community. We are proud to recognize her exceptional contributions to Wixom Elementary. Congratulations to Mrs. Jennifer Sadaway. Thank you to all of our elementary teachers. We will now recognize our middle school teachers of the year. Middle school teachers, please line up over here in alphabetical order by school. Banks, then Creek, then Smart. You ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Banks Elementary School, Mr. Alexander Rickens. I'm sorry, middle school. I'm sorry. sorry. I'll say it again. Hold on. I'm sorry. All right. I said elementary. Banks Middle School, Alexander Rickens. He doesn't do elementary, apparently, so it's fine. Students consistently describe Mr. Rickens as humorous, empathetic, and compassionate. He takes the time to truly know his students, build strong relationships founded on mutual respect and understanding. One student shared, he is persistent in developing and building relationships, maintains calm, and keeps us focused. I always got to sit next to his desk, and he would always help me. What a lucky kid. These heartfelt words capture the spirit of his connection with students, one built on trust, care, and engagement. In addition to his teaching and coaching roles, Mr. Rickens plays a critical role in implementing the WEB program, which is Where Everyone Belongs, which supports sixth grade students as they transition into middle school. His leadership reflects his deep belief in fostering and building a strong sense of community with all students. Congratulations to Mr. Alexander Rickens. Creek Middle School, Jennifer Maxbauer. Mrs. Maxbauer is an incredibly compassionate teacher who not only helps her students learn, but also fosters a wider understanding and awareness throughout our school. Her dedication to her students is truly inspiring. Mrs. Maxbauer's commitment to all students is remarkable. Her work extends beyond her classroom as she actively helps everyone by spreading awareness and fostering a more inclusive environment for our entire school community. Her passion for teaching and her genuine kindness are evident in every interaction she has on a daily basis. Congratulations to Mrs. Jennifer Maxbauer. Smart Middle School, Nathan Bruce. From the moment Nathan walks into the school, he radiates positivity. He is always smiling, greeting students and staff with genuine warmth and creating a sense of belonging for all his students. Students consistently share that Mr. Bruce is different in the best possible way. It told me to pause. So they often comment on how he doesn't talk to students, he talks with them. He meets them at their level, showing every person the same respect he would want for himself. Many students have shared that while he cares about their understanding of the content he is covering in the classroom, even more importantly, he cares about helping them become better people, not just better students. Nathan Bruce exemplifies everything we hope for in an educator: passion, compassion, professionalism, and a deep commitment to student success. Congratulations to Mr. Nathan Bruce. At this time, thank you so much to our wonderful middle school teachers. We will now acknowledge our high school teachers of the year. High school teachers, please line up over here in alphabetical order: Walled Lake Central, Walled Lake Northern, and then Walled Lake Western. Okay. Walled Lake Central, Stephanie Myers. Mr. Medier writes, Mrs. Myers exemplifies the highest qualities of an exceptional educator through her professionalism, deep care for each and every student, and unwavering commitment to student success. She consistently goes above and beyond to ensure that all students are prepared, supported, and able to thrive. Without hesitation, I believe Ms. Myers is not only the best teacher at Walled Lake Central this year, but one of the finest educators in the school's distinguished history. Her mastery of career and technical education and instructional practices is exceptional. But what truly sets her apart is her dedication to ensuring every student, regardless of background or ability, can access meaningful learning. Mrs. Myers embraces leadership because she loves teaching and is driven to make the greatest possible impact. Her passion is evident in her consistent presence and support, both in and beyond the classroom. Congratulations to Mrs. Stephanie Myers. Walled Lake Northern High School, Mr. Christoph Engler. Many parents and students submitted nomination forms for Mr. Engler because of the wonderful connections he makes with students. The parents used words like role model, amazing teacher, and the best example of what a teacher of the year should be when describing Mr. Engler. The parents respect him as an educator and as an adult who truly cares for their child. The students describe Mr. Engler as being their favorite teacher and someone who truly cares for them as a student and person. They state that while the subject he teaches is a little difficult, he makes it fun and engaging, and that is the reason why they enjoy his class and look forward to it most. Congratulations to Mr. Christoph Engler. Walled Lake Western High School, Amy Clark. Mrs. Amy Clark is Walled Lake Western's Teacher of the Year. She is a 27-year veteran math teacher who has proudly served the Walled Lake community for her entire career. Amy not only delivers exceptional instruction, but also helps students believe in themselves, creating classrooms where every learner feels valued, supported, and capable of success. Students describe her as welcoming, patient, and someone who makes learning enjoyable, even for those who struggle in math. She excels in teaching co-taught algebra, and teaching advanced math classes. She collaborates seamlessly with her colleagues and provides steady leadership as the math department chair at Western. Amy has served as a class sponsor, robotics coach, and continues to be joyful supporter of student activities and school spirit. She truly embodies the warrior spirit, and we are thrilled to celebrate her as Western's Teacher of the Year. Congratulations to Mrs. Amy Clark. Thank you to our magnificent high school teachers of the year. Before I officially announce this year's finalists for each level, I would like to take the opportunity to show everyone the surprise presentation. So whenever you're ready, you can get that started. Thank you.
This is one of my favorite days in the year. We had the chance to surprise our 3 Teachers of the Year at the elementary, middle school, and high school level. Your teacher, Mrs. Sadaway, is the best elementary teacher in the entire district. Congratulations!
Oh my gosh, it's so overwhelming. I never thought that I would be in this position. I just first and foremost want to thank my second graders, the families in my classroom, and all of my colleagues along the way. I could not have done it without all of you.
Miss Sadaway! Miss Sadaway!
Her kids just, they light up every day. I've been in there for several different reasons, just popping in, and her kids just, laugh and joy and the energy that they have. She just brings that out in a lot of them.
We try to have so much fun on a daily basis, and it's obviously so rewarding. It's a career that is always giving back to me, and I love that I can give back at the same time.
I'm very excited to say your teacher, Ms. Maxbauer, is the middle school teacher of the year for the entire district. Congratulations. We're so proud of you.
I was sort of shocked and really excited, and it's great to be able to highlight the great work that my students are doing in my classroom. I love working with the individuals that I work with and seeing the growth that they make, even when it's small, and knowing that their lives and their families' lives are a little bit better because of what we do in the classroom each day.
Just to see the smile on her face, it's just so rewarding to see somebody who's so deserving get recognized in that way. Jennifer's amazing. She's just a constant advocate for her kids. She does such a wonderful job of pulling our entire school into her classroom and pushing her entire classroom into our school. It doesn't matter if you're in her class, not in her class. Everyone knows Miss Maxbauer. Everybody loves Miss Maxbauer. Everybody respects her, and it's just about the energy she brings to the building every single day.
It's a great honor for me, but in the world of ASD, it really is a team effort, right? I couldn't do what I do without my paras, without the other ASD teachers and the social worker and everybody to sort of support one another.
The entire district for all high school teachers. She is Teacher of the Year.
It's really sweet. I love my job. I have the best job ever, and so it's a very nice surprise. I love coming into school every day. I just love it. I love the students. I have a supportive admin, and but the students is what year after year I just come back because I just love them so much.
She makes me want to go to school. She's definitely one of my favorite teachers. Her kindness and her smile, she literally lights up the whole room for all of us.
Every time I have free time in class, I'll just try to go on a pass to see her. I just feel a welcome there, and she's always smiling and just making people have a good day.
Ms. Myers has the perfect balance of student relationships, great instruction, and being a part of a community that supports all students school-wide, whether or not they are her students, quote unquote. She has that perfect balance of all the characteristics we look for in great teachers.
It's fun to teach them skills that I know they will take the rest of their lives. There's a lot of things in school that is really important at the time, but then depending on your job path, you might not use it. But financial literacy is one that no matter what you do, you're going to use it. And so I really love teaching that.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. It was incredible. Thank you to the Community Relations Department for putting it together. Well done. It was really fun to be there. At this time, can the finalists, the 3 finalists, please come forward to accept your certificate from Dr. Lanz and the President of the Board. Please remain standing as I read their essays that they submitted as finalists. Just part of their essays, just a snippet of their essays. Why I teach, okay? From our elementary teacher of the year, Mrs. Sadaway, from Wixom Elementary, she wrote, "I have become a safe place for so many children. For some of them, I am the constant in a world that feels unpredictable and chaotic. I am their anchor, someone who shows them what stability and calm look like. I am the voice that encourages and the eyes that notice their effort. I am the hug in the morning that they have been silently hoping for, the reassurance that they wish they had at home. In a time when so many families are overwhelmed, distracted, and disconnected, children come to school craving attention, love, and structure in ways that feel bigger than ever before. Congratulations to our elementary teacher of the year, Mrs. Jennifer Sadaway." Thank you, and please remain standing. Thank you, if you were wondering. Our middle school teacher of the year, Mrs. Jennifer Maxbauer from Walnut Creek, states, "The simplest answer to why I teach is because I love my students, and for the most part, I love what I do. People often tell me I'm patient, kind, or that I must be a special person to teach students with autism. I appreciate the sentiment, but there is nothing extraordinary about me. I just find something I am passionate about, and I've worked hard to be the best I can be at it. Teaching students with autism isn't always easy, yet very challenging, yet every challenge is outweighed by the profound growth I see in my students over time." Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Jennifer Maxbauer. Thank you. Our high school teacher of the year, Mrs. Stephanie Myers from Walled Lake Central, shares, "Students are my why. They are the reason I love coming to school every day. Being a teacher is challenging, emotionally taxing, and stressful, but I would not change it for the world. I tell my students every day I have the best job on earth, and I really mean that. I can say what almost none of my friends and family can. I absolutely love my job. There is no better feeling than having a good teacher moment with a student. I leave my job happy almost every day because of them. It is my honor to present this award to Mrs. Stephanie Myers. Congratulations." Please help me to congratulate these outstanding teachers on their prestigious honor as the 2025-26 Walled Lake Consolidated Schools Teacher of the Year, and best wishes as they are considered for the Oakland County Teacher of the Year. I need you to stay up here, please. At this time, I would like to introduce Mrs. Jackie Gerwin, the Executive Director of the Foundation for Excellence, to share a few words.
When I was trying to figure out what to say tonight, I came across a quote from Bill Gates. "Students deserve great teachers, and teachers deserve the support they need to become great." I've had 2 children graduate from Walled Lake schools and too many great teachers to count. Each teacher they had made an impact in who they grew up to be. When I joined the FFE 4 years ago, it was to make a difference, to make an impact on you, and to show you that you are appreciated. Every member of the FFE board is involved because they want to support you. We've watched you spend your lunch hours tutoring students. We've watched you grade papers at your kids' ball games. We've come to school for evening meetings and see you just leaving at the end of the day. We've watched you walk into classrooms with your arms filled with items that you've provided yourself. And while we can't help with the paper grading and the tutoring, we can do our best to equip our classrooms with the tools that you need to be great. And you are all sitting here because you are great. You are sitting here tonight because you are the best of the best. And we are grateful for the energy you put into making our children the best versions of themselves they can be. Just saying thank you doesn't tend to be enough, so we hope you all have a nice lunch on the foundation. We also have an additional gift for each of our elementary, middle school, and high school Teachers of the Year, so I will hand those out in a second. And now I'm going to give a quick shameless plug because I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't. We recently gave out $60,000 to classrooms across the district. And and it's time to replenish our bank account for next year. We're running a 50-50 raffle fundraiser right now through March 23rd with a prize of 50% of the pot for scholarship funds, or you can choose a 40% cash payout. Last year's winner won over $11,000 in scholarship funds, which we can hold for 20 years, so if your kids are little, it's still a good option. And this year, you could be the winner, but only if you buy a ticket. So we've lowered the price this year to make them more affordable. They're only $20 each. I'll be out in the lobby for a little while if you want to get one. But congratulations to all our fabulous Teachers of the Year this evening. We're beyond thrilled that you are part of the Walled Lake community, and we promise to work hard raising funds until the day that the schools are overflowing with money and you have every wish of yours granted. Until then, thank you for everything you do to be great.
Thank you, Jackie, and thank you to the Foundation for Excellence for all the wonderful work you do to support our students and our staff. Walled Lake Schools Federal Credit Union are also big supporters of our amazing teachers. Please welcome Brian Feldposh.
Hello, my name is Brian Feldposh. I'm with Walled Lake Schools Federal Credit Union. And for those of you who don't know about us, we've been around for 75 years, over 75 years, and we were formed by teachers, and our first office was actually out of the superintendent's office. We've since grown to have our own office about a block away from Central High School. And we do all of the same things bigger banks and credit unions do. We have savings accounts, checking accounts, loans for anything that you would need. And we have some of the best rates in all of Metro Detroit. So if you guys ever need us, we feel we would love to encourage you to check us out. And part of what makes us unique, we're not open to the general public. We only service faculty members, students of the school district, as well as city employees for Walled Lake, Wixom, Commerce Township, and Wolverine Lake. So our membership is all teachers, police officers, firefighters, and it allows us to operate in a unique way where we can give our resources back to the community and specifically to the schools. So today we're here to give a $500 gift card to each of the finalists. And if there's ever anything that we can do to help you with what you're doing, whether it's personal banking, whether you want someone to come in and talk to your class, you're doing something with the PTA, you have a theater group you want to sponsor, a sports club, always reach out to us at the credit union because, like I said, we try to give as much of our resources back to the school system as we can. So with that, I'd like to congratulate everybody, but like I said, a $500 gift card for the finalists.
Thank you, Brian, for being here this evening and for always continuously supporting our staff and our community. Please remain standing as we have a special announcement. One more special one. Our top 3 teachers are ranked based on nomination forms and essays. Please know that this decision is extremely difficult. As you know, it's very hard to separate the best from the best. These 3 will each be receiving an additional award for their outstanding, countless contributions to our students, staff, and community. With that being said, I would like to announce that our 3rd place winner is Mrs. Jennifer Sadaway. Our 2nd place winner is Mrs. Jennifer Maxbauer. Which means our 1st place winner is, and Walled Lake School District's Teacher of the Year is Mrs. Stephanie Myers. Congratulations. At this time, please give a warm welcome to our special guests this evening, Steve Smith and Steve Hartwick from LaFontaine's Chrysler Jeep Ram dealership.
Well, what an honor to be here. You know, I actually graduated through Walled Lake Northern in 2005. And, you know, sitting here listening to some of these stories of the teachers and think about the teachers that poured into me and impacted me really shaped my life. You know, there's times there that many had doubts, but they kept pushing you. And they found the good in you know, and I gotta say that it is a very elite team with the Walled Lake District. You know, for somebody to pour into you that much, and even though many times you might have screwed up in class and caused a lot of disruption, they still poured into you and loved you. You know, I think a little bit too about our mission statement about building lifelong relationships, connected families, and strengthen communities. You know, and seeing some of those teachers that eventually come down the road there and buying cars for me, and being able to, you know, thank them personally as I grew up and kind of understood exactly where they were guiding me and why they were guiding me. So with great honor, I'd like to say, you know what, thank you, and thank you to all the teachers that continue to shape our youth and our future. So thank you.
What Steve didn't tell you is they asked him never to come back to Walled Lake Northern. They didn't want him in the building.
Not allowed to be there.
No, thank you. What an honor to be here, and what an amazing group of people, the teachers, the staff. It's just fun to hear all the stories. I think I told you last year, my wife graduated through Walled Lake, and my two kids went through Walled Lake and graduated from Northern. Two of them are teachers. So my wife is a kindergarten teacher, and my daughter's a second grade teacher. So I hear all the daily stories of what you all go through, and yeah, it's not an easy job, but what a heartwarming and rewarding job. So congratulations to everyone, and thank you for allowing us to be a part of it. We really appreciate being here and part of this community, and of course, if we can ever help you with any automotive needs, please look us up. So we appreciate it. Thank you. We've got 3 checks here, 3 giant checks.
Okay, do you want to say their name and give it to them each one?
Well, sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
Why don't you do that? Why don't you
Okay.
start off with this one here?
Okay.
All right.
So Jennifer Sadaway.
$500 check.
Jennifer, Dave Howard.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Stephanie Myers.
So third place got 500, second place got 1,000, first place got 5,000. Congratulations. Yeah, sure. You want me to get a picture? I got it. All right. Thank you to all our teachers. As soon as this picture is done, you guys can remain seating. That was exciting. I would like to take a moment to thank Steve and Steve from LaFontaine family for their generosity and their continued support. This concludes our Teacher of the Year recognition. Thank you to everyone for attending tonight's celebration. Thank you to Dr. Lowndes and the Board of Education. Thank you to the Foundation for Excellence, and to the Walled Lake Schools Federal Credit Union, as well as LaFontaine Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Walled Lake. And again, congratulations to all our amazing teachers. Before I turn it over, I'd like to get a thank you to Mrs. Anna Mansour for organizing and putting this event together. Let's give her a round of applause. At this time, I will turn the meeting back over to Dr. Lanz and the president of the board, Mrs. Stephanie Kaplan. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Hamka. Congratulations to all of our Teachers of the Year. Awesome job. We are going to take a 10-minute recess, and we will resume at 8 p.m. To order. Thank you all. Okay, we're moving on to proclamation. Board member recognition of the month, Dr. Lons.
Thank you, Madam President. Each year in January, we like to take the time to recognize the selfless members of the Walled Lake Consolidated School District's Board of Education. They work tirelessly throughout their 6-year term to see that every child within the vast boundaries of Walled Lake receives the very best possible education. So with that, whereas the education of our youth is the foundation upon which economic, social, and intellectual capital of our state is built, and whereas locally elected school boards play an important and vital role in the representative democracy and the decisions made by local school boards of education directly influence the institutions in the Michigan's public schools, and whereas local school board members contribute hundreds of hours each year leading their districts, whether it's by deliberating important decisions about curriculum, adopting policies, hiring personnel administrators, or recognizing outstanding programs, board members always keep their focus on the goal of student achievement. And whereas these decisions affect the present and future lives of children, and also set direction to prepare all students to be competitive in a state, local, and national, along with global 21st century knowledge and our economy. Whereas in local school board members are exceptional people who tackle enormous jobs of governing school districts and demonstrate service at the highest level of character and civic duty and responsibility. And whereas local school board recognition month provides an opportunity to build stronger relationships between the thousands of individuals who champion the cause of public education as board members, their schools, and the communities that they serve. Now therefore be it resolved, it's the State of Michigan Board of Education, Oakland Schools Board of Education, along with the Walled Lake Consolidated School District's administration, staff, and community, recognize the Walled Lake Schools Board of Education for their focus on the well-being and achievement of our Walled Lake Consolidated School District students and declare January 2026 as School Board Recognition Month. Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Part of that.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were done.
But wait, there's more. As a part of honoring the amount of time and energy and dedication you put forth to the Walled Lake Consolidated School District, 120 trees will be planted in the Arbor Day Foundation on behalf of you with the Arbor Day Foundation, Michigan State's Forest. All of you received a plaque that has this on it, and there's a card that comes with it. And this was provided from our generous donors of Ott Construction and TMP Architecture. So thank you for your service.
Thank you.
I have more.
Okay.
Madam President, thank you for your outgoing service, and thank you for your incoming service for one more year. We appreciate that.
Well, thank you. It's not for me to open now, right?
You can open it whenever you want to.
Well, I'll open it later since I only have one arm. But thank you. Thank you.
That's all I got.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, well, we're going to move on to public commentary. I want to thank everyone for coming. What a wonderful evening to come to our Teacher of the Year. That's a great thing. And thank you for your interest in wanting to address the board. This is your opportunity to address us. The board will listen to your statements, questions, or concerns. We're not going to have a conversation. If follow-up is necessary, a member of the superintendent's staff or a board member will get back with you. You have 3 minutes to address the board. Please keep an eye on the timer on the wall. If you come close to your time, Mr. Lippitt, new secretary of the board, will let you know you're coming close and to begin to wrap up your comments. We ask that all speakers remain professional and refrain from personal attacks. Thank you very much. Our first speaker is Lauren Jaffe.
Hi, good evening. This is my second time speaking on this issue, and I'm here again because, unfortunately, not much has changed. And after attending last month's meeting, I actually left feeling concerned and disappointed. At that meeting, parents, community members, and teachers spoke from the heart about our educators, their dedication, their impact on our kids, and how important strong schools are to our community. During the closing remarks, it was mentioned that families don't really choose where to live based on the school districts anymore. I don't really understand where that idea comes from and would be curious to see the research on that, because from the information I've gathered and I've seen, and even just from personal experience and experience of all my friends, it suggests the opposite. Families do care about schools. Strong districts bring families in, help support home values, and make people want to stay and invest in their community. I'm sharing this, though, not to argue or to question the intentions, but because schools and teachers are such a big part of what makes a community strong. I believe our board works best when that's a shared belief. At that same meeting, it was also clear there are financial challenges. I understand that these decisions aren't easy. Still, many of us parents are confused why nearby districts are able to offer competitive pay while ours is not. Maybe we need more openness about the budget, or possibly bringing in a third party to help with discussions. That might help move things forward. Our teachers are still working without a contract. We're seeing teachers leave the district, retire earlier than planned, and after-school programs and events are struggling. These realities are concerning, and they leave many of us looking to our leaders to show, through action, that supporting our teachers is a priority. Our teachers deserve to feel valued and supported, and our kids deserve stability and excellence in their schools. I sincerely hope our district leaders can work together toward that shared goal. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Our next speaker, Erin Johnson.
Happy New Year, everybody, and thank you for the opportunity to speak today. I want to congratulate all of the award-winning teachers. I know a lot of them left, but hopefully they hear this. Your impact to our children is incredible. In fact, one landmark study found that having just one high-performing teacher in an elementary school can increase a student's lifetime earnings by $25,000. So thank you. Last month, we heard from person after person on the importance of our teachers and how a lack of a contract is impacting their ability to do their jobs. It's stressful, it's frustrating, and demeaning. The general public can't see what the retention rate of our teachers is, and we don't always know why someone would leave. We only hear whispers of retirements mid-year due to a lack of salary and overall stress, or long-term subs being in place as we struggle to backfill a teacher who went to Novi mid-year for an over $15,000 increase. Remember, starting salaries for Novi teachers is $56,000. I come from a world of recruiting, and I know that everyone is replaceable. The work just carries on. That being said, there is a cost. A recent report from the Southern Regional Education Board said it costs on average $12,750 more over 5 years to replace one teacher than paying their salary with training and development. There's also studies on test scores and teachers. Test scores, and I brought the wrong sheet. All right, so now we're gonna wing it here. So there's also studies on test scores and teacher retention. Oh, thank you. Oh, you're the best. The longer a teacher stays, the higher the test scores. And test scores drive property values. If the administration truly wants to be fiscally responsible, what is holding them back? It makes me wonder if teachers have become the scapegoat for fiscal irresponsibility elsewhere. Thank you.
Thank you. Jennifer Russell.
Good evening, and thank you for the opportunity to speak. My name is Jennifer Russell, and I'm a parent in the Walled Lake District. My youngest has not attended since May of 2025 because he's not safe in his current placement. There's a lot of talk about income inequality in today's economy. It's a barrier to economic growth. It creates instability in social structure and causes anxiety about personal finances. Walled Lake Consolidated Schools is income inequality in a microcosm. Our teachers rank 48th in pay with an average salary of approximately $75,000, yet the superintendent is one of the highest paid administrators in the state. When you add up a $279,000 salary with insurance, pension, and annuity, his package of 2022 is over $404,000, most airline pilots make. Why is it we can put together a leading contract for administrators, but not for teachers? Is this where our tax dollars are going? Novi schools rank 41st in the state for teacher pay, yet they have half of the enrollment of this district. Right now, our teachers are paid approximately $6.30 per pupil, while Novi teachers are nearly double that at $11.43 per pupil. If we were to meet wage parity with Novi, our teachers in Walled Lake would average $137,000 a year. No wonder we have a teacher shortage. Every day, these teachers are asked and tasked not only with educating our students in a broken system, they're asked to be mentors, disciplinarians, and special educators. The system is already woefully inadequate for our students in special education, and our district is certainly not prepared for the influx of special education students coming down the pike. This district does not take special education seriously. If it did, we would have a much better support system for our children who have 504 plans and IEPs, but I digress. There is not enough special education support for our teachers to do their jobs to the best of their abilities. In an email exchange last year, the superintendent wrote to me these words, quote, "I and the board do not provide direction related to special education processes," unquote. Our teachers, students, and parents deserve better. Educators are trained professionals who deserve top dollar for their work. Walled Lake should commit to an industry-leading contract that other school districts should aspire to so that we can attract top talent instead of losing our best teachers who resign for better pay, better work environments. Some are choosing to leave teaching altogether. I own my own business. I was in management for most of my career prior to becoming a mom. Leadership takes courage, communication,
30 seconds.
based in relationship. I'm not seeing that at the top. I attended the board meeting in which Ron Lippitt was appointed to the board last year. His words ring clearly in my ears. The most important job of a school board member is the hiring and firing of a superintendent. It's time we look at whether our current superintendent is the right person for the job.
Thank you. Next is Kimberly Elpert.
Hello, I'm Kimberly Elpert, and I have a child in the school district. Standing here today is well outside my comfort zone. But this isn't about me. This is about our incredible teachers in the Walled Lake Consolidated School District. Most of us in this room have held multiple jobs over the course of our careers, and at some point, many of us have felt underpaid or undervalued. When that happened, what did we do? We moved on to an employer who recognized our worth and compensated us fairly. So, why are we still here facing the same reality for our teachers? We've heard the data at the previous board meetings and today. In fact, the facts are clear, and frankly, it's embarrassing that our wonderful, dedicated teachers are still not being paid fairly and without a contract. Yes, our teachers love what they do. They're passionate about shaping young minds and building the future. But passion does not pay the bills. It does not cover mortgages or the rising cost of living. Our teachers have experiences, they have options, and they can take their talents to other districts where they are respected and compensated appropriately and with a contract. I know I'm not the only one worried about the next school year. If this continues, we will lose great teachers, and I seriously question whether we will have enough qualified educators to properly serve our students in the 2026-27 school year. So tonight, I am asking this board to act, not to delay, but to prioritize our teachers now. Show them through concrete action that they are valued. Commit to fair competitive compensation and make the choices necessary to retain the educators our students depend on. Please don't let the message we send be that dedication is enough and fair pay is optional. Our teachers deserve better, and our students cannot afford for us to wait. Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Kevin Botos. Did I say that correct? Okay, thank you.
I came to spread good news on the great things that our students are doing. So, good evening, members of the board, superintendent, and the Walled Lake community. My name is Kevin Botis, and I serve as the K-8 counselor at Pulaski Elementary Middle School in East Detroit. We're a Title I school serving 350 incredible students. I'm standing here today because I witnessed something truly life-changing this past holiday season, something I can only describe as pure magic. A partnership of purpose. The week before Thanksgiving, I received a call that Walled Lake Central High School was interested in sponsoring our school. By the following Thursday, every single one of our 350 students had filled out a wish list. I want to specifically recognize Student President Dia and Miss Tattoo. Their leadership was extraordinary. From our very first meeting, it was clear that this wasn't just a charity project for them. It was a mission of the heart. Dia and her team maintained constant professional communication with me, meticulously sorting through individual needs and interests to ensure every child felt seen. Beyond the gifts, when the day finally arrived for the Walled Lake community to visit us, the outpouring of support was overwhelming. But what moved me most wasn't the volume of gifts. It was the compassion, empathy, and genuine love your students showed to ours. They didn't just deliver packages, they delivered hope. They instantly connected with our kids, shared in the holiday spirit, and treated our community with a level of respect and kindness that left us all humbled. A legacy of leadership to the educators and the parents in this room. The leaders Walled Lake Central is developing are a credit to your district. Their character is a testament to the values you are instilling in them. Because of your students, our kids at Pulaski saw that they are cared for by people they had never even met. It reminded us all there is a profound hope for humanity when we lead with love. On behalf of the Detroit Community Schools and Pulaski Elementary Middle School, thank you. You didn't just sponsor a school, you touched the lives, or 350 lives, and you will never forget it, and we will never forget it. It is now my great honor to present the Walled Lake Central Student Council with this symbol of appreciation. Thank you.
Great job, you guys. Great job. Amanda Levine.
Thank you. Good evening. My name is Amanda Levine. I have 2 kids in elementary school in Walled Lake. About a week ago, my son, a 5th grader, said to me, "Mom, I only have 2 teachers that I can come back and visit after I graduate. Not to mention, my principal is gone too." Out of 5 teachers, only 2 are still working there, and his beloved principal is gone too. If you can't see the problem yet, your eyes are not open. I just turned 40 last month. I still have 5 more teachers that I can go visit today at my elementary school. That's 5 more than my 10-year-old son in Walled Lake schools. The downward spiral has not only begun, it is gaining momentum. We are watching talented and qualified teachers retire mid-year, and move to other districts where they are valued. We are no longer at a place where we can fix this. Those we've let walk away are already gone. We're losing and continuing to lose. At the very least, please cut off the momentum and provide the teachers with a competitive contract. We are almost a month away from hitting the 1-year mark. Our wonderful teachers, those who are left, who have chosen to weather the storm, have been working without a contract for almost a year. The cat is out of the bag. Everybody knows and everyone is watching us, and more specifically, our board. You are at the helm of our ship, and we are all watching it sink. When will enough be enough? Thank you.
Thank you. Tim Sawmiller? Okay. Zachary Claiborne?
Thank you for letting me speak tonight. My name is Zachary Claiborne, and I am an 8th grader at Sarah Banks Middle School. I'm here to support our teachers in their fight for a fair contract. We have a lot of amazing teachers in our district, but we also have one of the highest numbers of open staff positions in our state. That should worry all of us. We are losing great teachers to other districts because they aren't being paid enough and are being asked to do too much. Even with these challenges, our teachers keep doing incredible work every day. Teachers like Mr. Yu and Mr. Rickens go above and beyond for students like me, but they aren't getting paid fairly for their time. So it makes me wonder, why don't we have the money to pay our teachers what they deserve? One big reason might be how the district spends money. Teachers have said that over $1 million is spent on the iReady program, but it doesn't seem like it's helping as much as it should. Other districts show iReady can improve learning by 15 to 23%, but here it seems closer to 8 to 12%. That's a lot of money for results that aren't as strong. That also makes me question why our superintendent is paid so much, one of the highest in Michigan, 2nd in the county, and 6th in the state, even though the district's results aren't showing that kind of success. Public information says the superintendent's salary is over $400,000. That's a lot of money, and some of it could go to help our teachers get fair pay, keep experienced teachers, and improve our classrooms. I asked the board to think about what really matters. Our teachers are at the heart of this district, and supporting them helps all of us students succeed. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Rachel Settle?
Good evening. My name is Rachel Settle. I'm a graduate of Walled Lake Western, and I currently have 2 boys at Loon Lake. Like many of the parents and students, great job, here today, I am asking the district to complete a fair contract for our teachers. At a basic level, teacher pay must be competitive with surrounding districts. That's how we retain experienced educators and attract new ones. But honestly, competitive pay is such a low bar. It's necessary, but it's only a starting point. Once compensation is resolved, quickly, I hope, I urge the district and the board to commit to something deeper, continually asking, how are we supporting teachers in the realities of today's classroom? As PTA president, I am in our school frequently and see some of these realities firsthand. Teachers are being asked to do more, often without the structural support to match those expectations. Let me give you some examples. Last year, my younger son was in the JK program. His class only had 15 students. 4 of them were very high needs. The teacher worked tirelessly to collect data and advocate for resources for these students, but it came at the expense of time and attention for the rest of the class and mental health. The principal supported her fully, yet the systems and constraints they were operating under simply did not match the reality of her classroom. That teacher was incredible. I am grateful my son had her, but as a parent, I questioned whether I should have kept him in private preschool instead. We need stronger support at the lower elementary level before these services are put in place. Another example of misalignment, our elementary schools beg parents to read 20 minutes a day with their students because it directly impacts achievement. Yet our elementary buildings have media specialists splitting time between 2 schools. That disconnect sends the wrong message about how much we truly value literacy. Not to mention puts an incredible strain on a specialist knowing 1,000 kids and maintaining 2 libraries. State testing requires significant typing, I'm told, but students take a handful of typing lessons. Common sense tells us that more confident typists will perform better, yet again, limited media access. Class size is another issue. Our fourth grade classrooms are hovering around 30, 31, higher than the district average, which is already higher than the surrounding districts. I understand enrollment is declining overall, but Loon Lake remains near capacity with over 500 students consistently. Additionally, when data indicates a new section is required, don't wait till the absolute last moment to add it. One size fits all and last minute decisions don't work when enrollment needs and capacity vary. So my message is this: first, take care of our teachers with fair competitive pay. Then, every single day with every initiative, continue asking, what can the board and administrators do to better support teachers in real classrooms with real students right now? Because when we support teachers well, we keep great teachers, and they are the foundation of strong schools. Thank you.
Thank you. Bill, I'm not going to say your last name again.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Just want to say, brought my son today. Miss B was his first grade teacher last year. Just absolutely exceptional. I'm really glad you won this year. So it's good to see that being recognized. So starting on the other side, on a little more serious note, let me say this plainly because it needs to be said plainly. Walled Lake teacher, having gone through the collective bargaining agreements over the past 7 years, has only added $2,400 over the entirety of the 7 years. It's absolutely atrocious. It's an insult. 7 years, 7 budgets, 7 rounds of applause, praise, and empty promises, and when the dust settles, teachers are told to be more grateful getting $30 a month increases. That doesn't cover groceries. That doesn't cover gas. It doesn't even cover the supplies that the teachers are already buying out of their own pocket to do their jobs. And yet, somehow, the buildings got paid, the services got paid, the vendors got paid, the consultants got paid. Everyone got paid except for the people in the classroom. This is the travesty of all of it. Absolute joke. Teachers are the ones doing the paying. Paying with their time, their money, their mental health. Paying with their weekends, evenings, and even sometimes with their dignity. Don't call it progress. Don't call it fair. Call it what it is: a decision to balance budgets on the backs of our educators. That's simple. There is no other line that I can find other than that. They're being told to be patient, be professional, do it for the kids, as if caring about students means accepting financial punishments. Teachers are not volunteers. They are not an unlimited resource to be squeezed year after year. If education truly matters, then the people who deliver it must matter too. In dollars, not in slogans, not in handshakes, speeches, or photo ops like tonight. This is not just unacceptable, this is disgrace. As a homeowner, a father, a taxpayer, and a voter, I urge the board and members involved in this negotiation to make it right. Got a little time left on the board, so I'm going to speak out for my PTA as well. We were discussing last night, to reiterate some other terms here, concept being 4th, 5th grades, sometimes even 3rd grades for a lot of the elementary
30
schools
seconds.
are being absorbed, obviously with the intent, with the closure of the middle schools and such. There are not enough resources allocated for those grades. 31 kids, I don't care if they're 4th or 5th graders, is an insurmountable sum. And it's just going faster and faster. We don't see those demographic changes coming up for our kindergartners, our 1st grades, our 2nd graders. We don't see the numbers projecting out the same way that they are here. Perhaps it's a localized school problem, but we can't do a blanket solution for all elementaries because it does not appear to be working.
Please wrap up your comments.
Appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Denise and Corey, you wanted to go together, correct?
I'll go first. Good evening, Dr. Lon's cabinet, members of the school board, and community partners. My name is Corey Hensley, and I'm honored to speak on behalf of the Walled Lake Special Needs Parent Advisory Committee, also known as PAC. The Walled Lake PAC is dedicated to empowering and supporting parents of students with special needs. Our mission is to foster collaboration between families, educators, and the community to ensure every child receives an inclusive, equitable, and high-quality education. We strive to provide resources, advocacy, and a unified voice that promotes understanding, respect, and opportunities for all students to reach their fullest potential. As a PAC, we envision a thriving, inclusive Walled Lake community where every student with special needs is supported to reach their fullest potential, and every family is a respected, informed, and empowered partner in education, from early childhood through transition to adulthood. The PAC serves as a bridge between families and the school district. We champion welcoming, accessible learning environments where differences are embraced and all students belong. Our work is student-centered. We focus on each learner's strengths, needs, and aspirations, ensuring individualized support and meaningful outcomes. We recognize families as equal partners. We collaborate with local agencies to support parents, connecting them with vital resources and information. We also work closely with teachers, helping them access resources that benefit students both in and out of the classroom. By providing these connections, we help ensure that every student and family can access the support they need consistently and without delay. We communicate clearly, share timely information, and uphold integrity in all interactions to build lasting trust. When families, educators, and the community work together, every student benefits. The PAC is here to ensure that every child, regardless of ability, has the opportunity to thrive and every family feels respected, informed, and empowered. Thank you for your support and partnership as we continue to build a more inclusive, equitable, and successful future for all students in Walled Lake schools. Now Denise Dunn will speak more about the PAC-sponsored inclusion event.
Good evening, everyone. Corey and I are honored to invite you to a truly special event, our PAC-sponsored Unified Sports Celebration, taking place on March 26th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Walled Lake Central. This evening is dedicated to fostering community, appreciation, and awareness through the power of unified sports. Unified sports brings together students of all abilities, creating teams where everyone belongs and everyone contributes. The highlight of our event will be a unified basketball game where school administrators will partner with students who have special needs. This friendly match is more than just a game, it's a demonstration of teamwork, encouragement, and the spirit of inclusion that defines our school community. But the celebration doesn't stop there. Throughout the evening, we will have interactive appreciation stations where students and families can express their gratitude to our staff, those who champion inclusive education every day. Whether it's writing a heartfelt note, creating a small gift, or snapping a photo together, these moments will help us recognize the vital role our educators play in shaping a welcoming environment for all. We'll also offer educational sessions about unified sports, sharing personal stories from our athletes, and providing information on how anyone can get involved. These workshops are designed to inspire, inform, and encourage future participation in inclusive programs. Our goal is simple: to showcase the benefits of unified sports and clubs and promote acceptance and respect and celebrate the diversity that makes our school district so vibrant. We want every student, teacher, and family to feel valued and included. We invite you, our cabinet, our school board members, staff, families, and communities to join us for this heartwarming event. Your presence will not only support our athletes and educators, but also send a powerful message about the importance of inclusion in our schools. Let's come together to celebrate, learn, and build a stronger, more unified community. Mark your calendars for March 26th from 6 to 8 p.m. at Walled Lake Central, and help us make this event a memorable milestone in our journey toward acceptance and partnership. Keep an eye out in our district and school newsletters for information about the event, as well as ways you can donate and volunteer to help. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you there.
Thank you. So we're going to move on to administrative commentary. Dr. Lons.
Thank you, Madam President. Other than thanking all of our teachers and wishing them and congratulating them for Teacher of the Year, we have no other comment.
Okay, thank you. We're going to move on to board commentary. I'm going to start with you, Mr. Smith.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope that everyone's rested for the second half of the school year. I know that I was many of the population during the holidays where I was stricken with the flu, so back to feeling better. Hopefully everyone, it's a better health and positivity in 2026. I want to congratulate the teachers this evening. This is definitely truly amazing how many amazing educators we have. Two of them definitely, Mr. Bruce, I've known since middle school, and now here he is a teacher, so it's amazing that maybe the next couple years my son will have him, we'll see. And then Dublin Elementary, Mrs. Brooks, my daughter had her and really set the path for my daughter, and I congratulate them as they touched my kids' lives there. Thank you all to those who spoke. It's clearly a lot to come up here. Even on our side, it's a lot sometimes these are very tenuous times, stressful, frustrating times. We understand that. We're doing our best, and there are certain things clearly that we know that going on behind the scenes. So it's frustrating. That's all I want to say. I also want to acknowledge the MLK celebration later this month. I look forward to attending that. And I want to say congrats to my daughter Natalie and her new teammates for making the 8th grade girls basketball team at CHS. So I look forward to being in a basketball world now. It's been football and other stuff, so now it's basketball. So I'm looking forward to attending my son's games as well through the community education. And I want to say good luck to the Dublin PTA for their bingo night tomorrow. I will be attending the Walled Lake Northern girls basketball game, but I'll be there in spirit. I know that they do amazing work, as do all the PTAs, so hopefully this is a great event for them. I want to say good luck on the midterms coming up, and good luck. I believe the Walled Lake Northern Legally Blonde musical is at the end of the month. Look forward to going to that. And as I've become, I guess, the person who likes to say, what is this? January is Radon Awareness Month. So I'm a former government employee, so I like to always espouse anything that is going on. So it's Oakland County encourages home radon testing during National Radon Action Month. It's a naturally occurring, visible, odorless gas that sometimes gets into homes through cracks in floors or walls. On a personal note, we did find radon in our basement before we moved into our house, had to have it remediated. It is one of those silent things that you don't think about, and then you realize, oh my gosh, this is a very important thing to do it. And there are free kits available through to Oakland County residents. This is just my plug, my shameless thing to just be cautious, think about it. In my community in White Lake, there are tons of people who have radon, it seems to be. You'll see the little pipes on the houses, so I'm just saying there's free kits available. And lastly, I just want to say, be kind to one another. We know we're in a difficult time in life, in our society. There's a lot of things that are going on out in the world, not only home, but around. And I just want to say, let's start off the new year with a new mindset, a new approach, and maybe we can be the change we want to see in the world. So thank you.
Dr. Zellner.
Thank you, Mrs. Kaplan. I'm also very excited about Legally Blonde. I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of my vibe. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Also, next week is finals for all of our middle schoolers and for our high schoolers. So I hope everybody studied so hard over break and definitely didn't not crack a book open for 2 weeks or anything like that. I know that that didn't happen. I have to say, the Teacher of the Year just brings me so much joy. As a fellow educator and being an educator my entire career, the thing that I know about the Teacher of the Year is that for every student who walks through the doors of Walled Lake Schools, there is a teacher in that building that is their Teacher of the Year, that is the person that they feel safest with and that supports them and all of their dreams and endeavors, is the one that they go knock on the door to see. And it's so much about our community and how we give back to one another. And I just love the Teacher of the Year. So I want to thank Mrs. Kaplan for tapping me to join Dr. Hamka and interview them all, because that was really fun. So he wouldn't tell me who was going to win, even though I begged. So I was just as surprised as all of you. And I do want to thank all the teachers for all of their hard work. And good luck, as report cards are due, and all the parents might be panicking. But don't worry, it'll be fine. We'll get through it. And we're just going to sharpen our pencils and do our very best. And good luck to all the students next week.
Mr. Lippett.
Awesome. Thank you, Madam President. Welcome back, everybody. I hope everyone's healthy. I can tell you this because shameless plug for my wife, who's a pediatrician. The whole county seems to be sick right now. So as a recommendation, health recommendation for you on behalf of my wife, wash your hands, right? Make sure to be conscious of that. You may have seen some of us go up and get alcohol swabs. It's nothing personal. We love you guys, but flu is rampant right now in Oakland County, so just be careful, okay? Congratulations again to all the teachers. It is amazing, and I want to re-speak everything that Mr. Smith and Dr. Ziegler said. Let's see, oh my gosh, Zellner, excuse me. That was a combination of Ziegler and Zellner. Did you catch that? I too, my kids have had 2 of those teachers, and we've seen the impact. So we all understand the incredible impact these teachers have. Whether you're a teacher of the year or not, each teacher has impact. So we do understand that. Lastly, I do want to, one other thing, I do want to echo Mr. Smith's comments. It's not easy getting up at that podium. I know that firsthand. Just know this, we hear every word you say up at that podium. I'll echo also Mr. Smith's words. It is frustrating right now. We hear that as well. I don't want you to think the words just somehow sift through us and disappear. We hear everything you say. So just know that. Lastly, with recent news, federal news, some of you may be confused about some of the recent guidelines from the Health and Human Services Department and vaccines. And I just want to make sure that we're reminded of the fact that when it comes to public school and state of Michigan requirements for public school students, not including exemptions, which we understand are part of what we do here, the schedule has not changed. So I would just continue to recommend that you, if you don't understand what the schedule is, obviously talk to folks with the state or with your school system, but also I highly recommend that you talk with your pediatrician. The pediatrician can guide you very personally about what's right and appropriate for you, and I highly encourage that, again, as a shameless plug for the pediatric world that my wife is in. So anyway, be safe and welcome back. Thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. West.
I'd say it's kind of ironic right now, I guess, to have Teacher Appreciation Night and still deal with the burdens of what's going on with the district today. So I just want everybody to know that we do sense that irony right now. Excuse me. But we are hearing you. We are trying to work with what we can. And we want to make sure we have no unfair labor practices going on either. So we are very limited in what we can say. So please understand that we are trying to do our very best, but we want to make sure that we are eventually able to produce a fair contract for our teachers because they are the spine of our school district. Without them, we don't have anybody to teach our students, which is why we're here. And our students are very important. We all know that as many of us who have had children go through this district, we all know when our children come home with that fabulous teacher that they've all been rooting for to get and the difference that they make in their lives. And it's not just the ones that have been here in this room tonight, but so many throughout this school. And my kids, they go back and they knock on those doors. Can't wait to see them. So please just know that we do care about our teachers and we want to do the best for them. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mrs. Kaplan. As you notice, the table setting has changed a little bit this evening, and I thought I would just let the audience know that we did have our election of officers prior to the start of the meeting this evening. Congratulations, Mrs. Kaplan, and thank you again for sitting at the helm. Mrs. Crafton as Vice President, Mr. Lippett as Secretary, and Dr. Zellner as Treasurer. So thank you all for stepping forward and taking on these roles as we move forward. We've had a very rough start to the school year within the state with the situation in Romulus, and it really shows the value of school security, planning, prevention, intuition, and everything else that goes with it. And, we do everything that we can within our district, and I'm sure this will probably lead to more fail-safes and more tests going on throughout the state, but there was one dynamic individual in Romulus in a school building that's probably saved a lot of issues. Teacher of the Year. It struck me very interesting this evening because during my tenure here, I've gotten to know several of the teachers in the district. And years ago, we used to have a start of the year breakfast where all the new teachers would come in and the board would be here as well as the PTA chairs and the presidents. And we would just, welcome, congratulations, and sit at a table with a starting teacher who had as much energy as I could ever imagine in the world and was just raring to go. And I used to laugh. I said, hold that energy till January when you really, truly need it. And then seeing several of them up this evening getting awards, it really warmed the cockles of my heart. It's amazing how you develop relationships with a lot of these individuals over the year, whether they're your children's teachers or just somebody in the building that the two of you take a fancy to each other. And it made me think about one individual that had an impact on our life of blessed memory, and that was Sandy Andrews, who was a principal, or was a counselor at Western when my son was there. And my son was a little bit rambunctious. Let's just say he took his father to the edge more than once in his life. And I remember talking to Sandy one night, and she looked at him, she goes, Mark, leave him alone, let him mature, he'll find his way, he'll be a success in his life. And to this day, I still remember that, just sitting there and listening to her, and now I look at my son, who is very successful, and he was home this year for the holidays, and we were just talking about different things, and I said, other than your parents, who was the most important person in your life? And he, for the first time, he's 48 years old, he said, Mrs. Andrews. He said, she let me be free, she let me find myself, and she offered you direction on how to help me find myself. And that's what it's all about when it comes to teachers, the classroom, what we do as a board, what we do as an administration, what you do in the classroom. So thank you for all of that. I will be going to Washington in a few weeks as part of the Michigan Association of School Board to advocate and meet our representatives in Washington and sit down for some meetings so we can start addressing priorities for the upcoming year from a federal standpoint. Wish me luck. I've been told to take tranquilizers with me and be as calm as I can, so I will be. And, and hopefully I'll have good news when I come back. So thank you very much.
Mrs. Crafton.
Hi, congratulations again to all of the teachers of the year. I like to look for patterns in everything that I do, and it's just the way my brain works. So the patterns I heard tonight in all of the remarks from the teachers were things like they make their classroom a safe place. They provide stability and calm. They show love and compassion and empathy. And that's what we're going to remember as parents. It's what the students are going to remember. And I hope there is a day down the road when we can say this school board has all of those qualities as well, and that the community believes us. I believe we can get there. That's it.
Thank you. I just want to, first off, shout out to Mrs. Dunn and Mrs. Hensley. December 19th, I had the great privilege to come watch the unified basketball team get their award. It was absolutely fantastic. I brought my husband along, and he doesn't usually come to things, and he didn't want to leave. He was having such a great time, so thank you. And I'm very much looking forward to March 26th and participating in that activity as well. So thank you both for that. I do want to, say Happy New Year to everybody. I don't think that's been said yet. So Happy New Year. I hope, as I follow suit, it's a very healthy New Year for everyone. It's been a very rough end of 2025 for probably every single one of us in this room, and I can tell you every single one of us at the table have had a very rough year. So we're hoping for a much better 2026, and we just need to keep moving forward. And as everyone said before, positivity and compassion for your fellow person is a big thing that I'm hoping that as we move into 2026 that we have. I congratulate all my fellow board members on our organizational meeting, and thank you for the confidence to represent you as your president once again, so I appreciate that. And I'm very looking forward to our next year together, and congratulations again overall to all of our wonderful teachers in the district, including everyone, and special congratulations to all those teachers of the year. The teachers in this district are truly amazing and are truly compassionate and wonderful. My 3 children that have gone through this district, if I ask any one of them at this point in time, and they're older also, they can name from each level or grade, who was their favorite and why they were so influenced by them. And it's such a heartwarming, feeling to know that they feel that connected to the district as well. So thank you, and thank you to all the teachers that are out there. We're going to move on to the consent agenda. That's the approval of the proposed December 18th regular meeting, personnel recommendations of new hires, retirements, and resignations, our financial reports from November 2025, disbursements in the amount of $17,927,467 from the balance sheet and statement of revenues and expenditures, unaudited and investment schedule, and the Head Start Director's report.
Madam President,
Mr. Siegler.
I move that the Board of Education approve the consent agenda as presented.
Support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. We are moving on to bid awards over $50,000. Dr. Lons.
Thank you, Madam President. The project team recommends to enter into a standard forms of agreements between owner and contractor by the summary of awards presented for Phase 3 of Western High School and the remodeling of the Outdoor Education Center Caretaker's House. The total award recommendation for this project is $27,181,916.25. Recommendations include base bids for each trade category, including recommended mandatory and voluntary alternatives, construction contingency, CM fees, and costs.
Madam President,
Mr. Siegler.
I move that the Board of Education approve entering into standard forms of agreement between owner and contractor by the summary of awards presented for Phase 3 of Western High School and the remodeling of the Outdoor Education Center Caretaker's House totaling $27,181,916.25.
Support.
Discussion. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Dr. Lons.
Thank you, Madam President. I'll turn it over to Mrs. Kowalski.
Thank you, Dr. Lons. The next section is on graduation requirements. In alignment with the district's commitment, and that probably should say obligation, to comply with the state's new personal finance requirement, which starts with the 11th grade students in the 26-27 school year, the administration recommends an increase of 0.5 credit to the district's total graduation requirements. This increases the graduation requirement by 0.5 credits, and it aligns the district expectations with the current Michigan Department of Education requirements. And it also enhances opportunities for students to engage in coursework that supports college, career, and life readiness. And I know that I have provided the board information about how that 0.5 credit will be worked into existing courses and existing coursework. So it's not adding another course for a student to take, but they're awarded that 0.5 credit with the inclusion of those personal finance standards into some of our existing courses.
Madam President.
Yes, Mr. Lippett.
I move that the Board of Education approve the recommended addition to the Walled Lake Consolidated School District High School graduation requirements.
Support.
Discussion. Ms. West.
I just want to say that I thought it was very interesting that our district teacher of the year, Mrs. Meyer, actually is a financial literacy teacher. I noticed that in the video. And so I just thought that was kind of interesting as we approach this and adding it into our curriculum for graduation requirements.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. Dr. Lons.
Back to Mrs. Kowalski.
All right, thank you, Dr. Lons. Back to me again. Very exciting presentation from last month's board meeting. So I would like to share with you the new course proposal adoption for outdoor pursuits. The new course offering Outdoor Pursuits was presented at the December 18th, 2025 board meeting, and this new course offering would be added for the program of studies. It's been endorsed by administration and is being presented tonight to the board for their approval of its adoption.
Dr. Zeldner.
Mrs. Kaplan, I move that the Board of Education approve the adoption of the new course entitled Outdoor Pursuits.
Support.
Discussion. I just want to say I think it's a cool course, and I'm so excited for it
I wanna
to
be a
continue.
student.
Yes, I would like to. I would like to go. I want to go whitewater rafting.
Are we
When I-
have
when
an
I-
audit?
I was going to say, can we go whitewater rafting with them? But that is a very exciting class, so I'm very excited for that. Any other discussion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 7-0. And right before we adjourn, I just want to say thank you to Mr. Smith. It wasn't acknowledged. He will also be going to, Mr. Smith goes to Washington, so he will be going to Washington. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Mr. Ziegler. So Mr. Smith will also be representing us in Washington with Mr. Ziegler. So thank you for that. Yes, you do. We'll give you a list.
The elder will.
And with that being said, we are adjourned at 8:55. Everyone be safe and have a great night.